off real quick, did it?
No kidding. You saw that I did it, right?
Yeah, so he did. He went off again.
Connect, sorry. Haven't come starting live, is that right?
That's
So
what happened to us the other day. Are we live on this one?
We are
Want to shut
live.
it down?
No, just hold on. That's crazy. Hold on a second. Sorry, everybody.
Oh, we are live.
We're definitely live there.
We're just not getting live. 1, 2, no.
I wonder if it's the internet. All right. Nobody's actually paying attention to us right now. Let's see.
You can't shut it down, shut it back up.
I could. What'll happen is
I'm just asking.
I could.
And then what happens?
You'll have to delete it and restart it. So while we're talking to you guys, trying to get the Instagram people available, I knew that I was losing my mind.
No. Oh, so that's why. So last week, yeah, you never even got back to me on that one.
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, go on.
We're having trouble starting your live. It's probably all the dirty words you use. All right. You know what? Well, Instagram will have to be a hold off for it. All right, everybody. Ready?
No Instagram?
I'm going to hold on Instagram.
All right,
today.
guys, we quit. I'm done.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Intro to Crypto podcast. It is Monday. We had some technical difficulties. Of course, during the show, Instagram was not going live for some reason. It happened last time on the show. Something with the iPad. I know I pushed the button. Of course, it was showing not happening. I thought I was losing my mind, but I'm happy you noticed it again. Yeah. What a show for you. What is happening in the crypto market? What's going on, XRP Army? Are we like pumped up?
Did you check your sound?
I haven't checked out my sound yet either. Let's make sure we got all our people here.
Yep. And here, private
chats.
What about that?
Let's check the sound quality if everybody's there listening.
What about down here, Dave? Remember, sometime we had a problem there. Once.
And it's not private. It's definitely, we're definitely here. And
okay.
If I minimize this. Let's check on Facebook to see that we're going well. Oh, I just saw us over here. Bang, bang, boom. I haven't checked out. We're good there.
All right.
Thank you so much, everybody, for your patience in joining us this evening. Very exciting night. It is Monday. Lots of things are happening in the crypto digital world and the XRP army. Let me just, where are we over here? 1 second. Lives. And making sure that we're live here.
You just heard us.
I did just, I wanted to be sure that, hold on a second. Let me just make sure that this is not acting up on me over here.
Well, while we're waiting.
While you're doing that, yes.
I just really quick want to just talk about XRP and the crypto market, guys. It's starting to finally go again, which we're thrilled.
I wanted to be sure that, yep. All right.
About.
XRP is making a comeback. Do you believe it? Are you ready for it?
Not just XRP.
The whole digital world is having an absolute appetite for excitement because now that the government shutdown is down or over.
Yeah, almost. Yep.
And we have people to be excited about what's about to happen. If you've been watching and listening and paying attention week over week, month over month, we know that November 13th is just around the corner. You reminded me it's actually Thursday.
Yep.
And so major things could be happening for the XRP army. And if you're watching and listening, you're excited about it, please let us know. Let us know live in the chat. Love to hear from you, where you're from, what part of the country or world you are. So let's talk about the Fear and Greed Index right now, Mike. Yeah. So this is Michael Christopher, if you don't know, and David Lamel here from the Intro to Crypto. It is Monday. And remember, everything we talk about here on the show is not financial advice. This is for you to learn, listen, and be a part of something exciting for what's happening in the world. Be excited. Do your research. We are not financial advisors. We are people trying to help you learn about what's happening in the world of crypto, digital assets, specifically XRP, and the rest of the digital asset world. All right.
Good.
Got that out of the way.
So fear and greed.
Fear and greed. The Fear and Greed Index has been completely on its face.
We talked about it months ago, and it was like in about 70, 68, 70.
Yeah, I think it was even higher than that, yes.
Yeah, it could have been. And maybe it was 78. And, while we were talking about it, we were always saying time to buy is when the fear and greed is lower. And,
Yes.
you know, it was 24 yesterday, up to 29 today. Still on the bottom end of where it's been.
But what's the problem with that? People don't like to buy when things are down. They get
That's the
nervous.
time, guys. Yeah, I mean, if you know, I was listening to Stable Crew talking about there's a new bot that you can buy in for the thing. It's like $3,500 a year. It's a bot. You give them your XRP, and that bot will trade your XRP 24/7, 365 days a year. And the best part is no emotions. So the bot would be buying with the low fear and greed, selling when it's high. You know, the bots know they don't. There's no emotions. That's
I'm not sure if I'm ready to give my XRP over to a bot personally. That might be a little bit more wild.
Well, you do it with some of it.
Yeah,
some
a little bit, like a couple hundred, maybe, just to kind of see what happens.
Or whatever, a percentage of your bag. You know, 5% of your bag, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Not a bad way to do it, to be honest with you. If you can have it and it's growing your XRP, and yet you're not actually doing anything, and it's doing it while you're sleeping. I mean, that'd be.
If you have 1,000 XRP though, and you're saying to someone take a percentage of those XRPs, or maybe someone has 10,000 XRP or 20,000, they want to get a percentage. I mean, I guess it's not a bad idea, or maybe keep your bag where it is and buy a little bit and give it to the bot to try it out.
It's through Coinbase. They said you have to have it. The bot is working with Coinbase. So
really?
Coinbase is actually taking custody of your XRP or whatever crypto you use, and they're saying that they're saying that they're going to be paying 5 to 10% a month is what the bot's done for the last 5 or 10 years. It's been going for a long time.
This bot's been happening for already a long time.
It's been going for a long time.
No kidding.
Yep.
So we're just hearing about this bot thing. Have you heard about this bot thing? I haven't heard about the bot thing in Coinbase.
Stable Crew. Check it out. Thursday nights. Stable Crew.
Very, very interesting information. A lot happening with XRP. I'm not sure if you guys saw the show with our friend Jake Claver, and the president of Uphold.
Yeah, that was a great interview.
Some things to talk about with that. We're going to hear about the Uphold through some friends and clients and people we know, such as Chris, who's helped us out and learned a lot about Uphold. Very smart guy, by the way. Does his research, very heavily involved. And they have the Uphold debit card, which I got. Very happened instantly. You put your own personal money on it and you pay your bills. Yep. You earn up to 6% for the first 3 months, and then you earn 4% after that if you go premium, which is what I did. I bought that premium for $100. It was a premium card. Or you can get the virtual card for I think nothing, and then you can earn up from 4% instead of versus 6% and then 3%.
Right.
So I believe in the premium one for $100. It's already worth it to me. They also have the Gemini credit card, which we know about, which is another great credit card to earn your XRP. But besides that,
this is where the infinite banking thing is starting to kick in now. I mean, like you and I were going through these notes and some of the video on that today, and the thing that kept going through my mind is this is so unique. It's something that we haven't even been able to comprehend with what's happening with some of these changes that are happening.
It's now beginning to happen much faster.
Yeah.
And it's happening so fast that it gets you a little nervous, because what we just listened to is Uphold now is a bank, basically. So instead of going to TD Bank or Bank of America or Chase, right, where you put all your money in, you have set up direct deposit on Uphold. They will pay you 4%. Is that right?
4%?
They're going to pay you 4% interest in XRP.
Yeah, but they're giving you 4% on the deposit.
On the just
the deposit. So if you put in $1,000,
they're giving you $4 on every 1,000.
Right.
That's 4%.
Just for the direct deposit.
Just for the direct deposit.
That's like crazy.
Your average bank today is about 0.5% interest on your bank deposits. And anything in the bank, it's 0.5%.
But I mean, I'm just thinking for a second. I mean, like, geez, 4%
for doing nothing.
So $40 on 100 is so $40 on $1,000. $40 on $40 on $1,000.
Hold on, I said $4. So is it
$4? Oh, maybe.
Well, let me just not embarrass myself.
No, it's $4 on $100. 4% is 100.
Yeah,
$40.
$40 for every 1,000.
Yeah, Yeah. So
That's amazing.
yeah, so you literally get $40 worth of XRP just for the deposit. That's not even using the money afterwards, what they're
Unbelievable.
talking about.
And then by using the Uphold debit card, you're going to earn 6% on top of that. So you may have your natural bills you're paying, your utility bills, your phone bills, you're paying your electric bills, you're paying your gas bills, you're paying whatever bills you have naturally occurring.
Yeah.
You now set up for it to be paid automatically with your XRP Uphold debit card. And now you're going to earn another 6%.
So that's 4 and 6. That's 10% just to buy it and to use it.
It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
So they're also coming out something called an EXA protocol, the Exactly protocol, where you lend assets to a pool and earn yield on your assets. You can contribute assets and get a credit card, spend the assets against them, and earn more XRP. I mean, the banking industry is in for a real shock because what does the banking industry offer you besides fees?
Nothing.
Fees and fees.
Yep.
Go to a bank and you want to wire money. Go to a bank and you want to transfer. Go to a bank and try to go. By the way, go to a bank and try and pull all your money out. See what happens. They start to freak out. Literally freak out.
Sure.
What do you need to pull the money out for? You want to pull $10,000 out. Why? Uphold is what are the banking hours at Uphold?
24/7.
24/7. You have 24/7 access to your money. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And there's no cost.
Yeah. No, it's a win-win. I mean, just the fact that I do a direct deposit. It goes directly into my bank. I earn 0 on that direct deposit. Now you're telling me I could be earning 4% just for that direct deposit.
Just a direct deposit.
Think about it. That's crazy. And then after you
and they're paying you 4% per month on the money sitting there.
Yeah, that's true. Yep,
For
you're
every
right.
$1,000, you get $40. That's just unbelievable. And you don't have to do anything. Just
that's 40%. That's $40 a year, right? I assume, right? On the money that you have deposited.
That's a good question. Hold on 1 second.
Well, if it's 4%, it would have to be $40 a year, not per month, because that would be way too high, David. Because it's annualized. It's got to be, because otherwise they'd be paying you 4% monthly. That would be 12 times 4. That's 36% a year. No, it's not going to be that. It's going to be 4%. Still a lot. It's still great money.
Is that per year? That's a great question.
It's got to be. It's got to be, because that's 36% a year. I mean, they're going to be paying good dividends for sure in crypto, but not that good yet.
What we do know is it's a DeFi lending pool. Borrowing is less than traditional banks. There's also a money market. Fiat, you put US dollars, you earn 4% on the US dollars on Uphold. Money's available, we talked about 24/7. It's FDIC insured up to $2.5 million.
I mean, just see, there's another idea that's just like mind blowing. Okay. First of all, I don't believe that FDIC has enough money to cover if we had a major crisis in this country. They're well undercapitalized. I hear it's something like 2%. So they don't really have the money to be able to do that. However, your local bank, it's $250,000. But because this is all going out, and what did she call it? They're going to actually put it out over 10 different banks.
That's right.
So they're going to be able to give you $2.5 million rather than $250,000 in insurance.
Protected.
Yeah, assuming that you believe in the FDIC insurance. It's pretty cool. It's just another change for what crypto is doing. It's so different than anything we've been used to.
So Uphold has more than 300 assets. So Jay Claver talked about, for example, are they working with other cryptos like HBAR, which is of course one of their top. And people typically have, they say XRP have HBAR and XTC. They kind of follow along with each other. There's somehow, and you might know better than I do, why do people who own XTC, HBAR are usually XRP holders because they all kind of work together somehow in the blockchain. They kind of doing
Well,
things together.
they're all ISO compliant tokens.
They're all ISO
But you didn't
compliant.
mention XLM. I think there's a lot of XLM buyers.
Another
that are
XLM.
there as well.
That's another good one. I kind of stopped it because we were getting ready for the show.
Yeah.
Let's see. It says they also at Uphold are having new assets first. They have 32 different trading venues. As a matter of fact, if you are not a member or do not work with Uphold yet, I've attached an honor link over there for Uphold for you to join Uphold and have an opportunity to get $20 in free Bitcoin if you sign up for Uphold. That also gets us $20 in Bitcoin back too, which really is nothing because it's 0.000006, but it's something better than nothing. So there's a link there available for you on the link below over there. Tokenized deposits was another thing that talked about. The retail space of digital dollar on the blockchain. Your bank account, you deposit $1 on the blockchain with all consumer protections. You can earn interest on this dollar with all benefits, right? The blockchain needs. Complete access to your money 24/7, we just talked about again. It's easy to earn crypto. It's easy to earn crypto and it's hard to earn money. Go to your bank, what do you get? You get resistance, you get costs. What's the value of having your money in the bank versus on Uphold?
There's none. I mean, it's night and day. I mean, if you're looking at deposit of 4% and then on top of it,
getting 6% to
using
spend it.
yeah.
Can you imagine going to your bank and they said, hey, we want you to put all your money in our bank. And when you do that, we're going to give you 4% interest just for putting your money in our bank. Oh, by the way, and every one of your direct deposits, 4% on top of that. You'd be like, oh my God, I want in. There's no question about which bank you choose. You would choose the bank that's giving you right away 4% just to have direct deposit. Am I right or am I wrong?
We'll say nothing about the fact that they're going to give it to you in XRP. There's the key, hands down.
It's
Hands
unbelievable because now you have money that you're earning, which is the XRP, which is only going to give you more value. Now, obviously, there's ups and downs in it, but you're getting something that you didn't get anything before for. That at some point, XRP, we know in the near future, and near being within the next couple of months or couple of years, is going to be tremendous in value. So why would you not want like liquid gold? Liquid gold, right?
Well said. Well said. Yep.
As a matter of fact, why I love the credit cards that we're talking about, the Uphold credit card, I'm already spending the money anyway.
Yep.
So why not get it?
Do you like the Uphold better than the Gemini? I'm just curious because I know there was a little bit of a change there.
So I am loving my Gemini credit card because I've had it longer. And now that I have the XRP debit card, the only difference is I have to remember to go into Uphold, move the money into I take my money because I have my money still in my TD Bank account.
Right.
So I have to start moving out all my TD Bank money into Uphold. Once it's in Uphold, you buy USD, you can buy whatever you want. Yep. You can buy XRP, and then you switch it over to your XRP credit card. You have it like a, I guess they have a lot, debit cards. If you can get debit cards today, if you have bad credit, they have debit cards.
So Gemini is a credit card and Uphold is a debit.
Gemini is a real actual physical. Actually, the Uphold is a real hard debit card. But again, the difference is you have to move the money onto your debit card.
Gotcha.
They have debit cards for people who have bad credit to build your credit higher. And those credit cards, you take, let's say $1,000 or $500, you put it on that debit card and you spend it. And then you continue to fill it up and you continue to spend it. By doing that with a debit card that they have for bad credit people, your credit gets much, much better. So the same idea.
It's good for my clients.
Right? It's the same idea is your XRP credit card or debit card, right? If you have your money in your Uphold account, now it's automatically goes to your debit card. Yep. So I don't have all my money in my XRP at this time, which is going to change. Right. Why wouldn't I? And now it's going to sit there and use that debit card to earn XRP. Yep. But I need to set my wife up on it too, because this is where we're both earning. I wonder if I can get 2 credit cards, one in each of our names, or does she have to have her own Uphold account? I wonder how that works. I got to find that out as well.
Good question.
Very interesting stuff here. If you're listening and watching, hopefully you're learning and hopefully enjoying. Just want to make sure that everybody here is listening, learning, and enjoying because we're learning together here and talk about what's going on right now in the crypto market. let's talk about how much we've seen Uphold go up over the last 24 hours.
Uphold, you said Uphold.
I'm sorry, Uphold, XRP. Let's see what's going on. Oh,
and you also want to talk real quick about those ETFs again. This is supposed to be a busy week for the ETFs.
Absolutely busy week for ETFs. So that's a very good point, the ETFs. Right now, we are seeing, so as of the last day, a day ago, XRP was at 234 yesterday, at 257, as high as 257, 252 now. So they're about 20 cents in 24 hours.
10%?
You know,
under 10%?
It's interesting because when you look at Bitcoin, let's just go to Bitcoin for a second because everybody talks about Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin is at 105,000. Hold on one second. Let's just do
100. Right.
I didn't want to say it but the point is the interest in there were 104,000 a day ago. So yesterday, Bitcoin is 104,000. It's 105,000. What percentage is that? 1%. So Bitcoin's up 1% in 24 hours, where XRP is up almost 10%.
Almost.
People don't realize that when they own and buying this Bitcoin, which is great, Bitcoin's a godfather, we love Bitcoin. But if you're getting involved in it and you took $1,000, what did you make on your Bitcoin? $1?
Yeah.
Where if you had $1,000 in XRP, you made probably $10. So it's important to understand what you own and what you're buying and what exactly the opportunities are.
And that's on the part when it's going up. It's our belief that even when we had a crash,
it didn't hurt that much.
It went down to $1.50. And now we're back. Now we're back to $2.50
for a
again.
Split second.
Versus, you can actually buy a piece of a Bitcoin, and you can go down to 80,000,
right,
or 40,000, or whatever. I'm just throwing out. I'm not expecting it, but I'm saying you can have a much bigger.
A 10% move in Bitcoin doesn't happen every day. Where a 10% move in XRP happens.
Right, because it's small. Right.
Well, it's if you put $1 million in XRP and $1 million in Bitcoin, where are you making more money on the 24-hour 10%?
XRP.
10% is 10%.
Yeah.
So that's why
they all say that. Oh, but XRP is more risky, David. XRP is more risky. That's what they say.
Because it went from $3 to $2.20, where it went from $127,000 to $100,000. That's a big difference.
I still told one of my ex-coworkers that I told him, I said, I would rather be an owner of XRP. If I had to choose between a house and XRP, I would still choose a house. I'm sorry, I would still choose XRP, not the house.
Right.
Because the house is not going to do what XRP is going to do.
Absolutely not. Which is why many people today are looking at their house and looking at the equity of their houses and possibly using bits and pieces of the equity of the house to invest into something that might be very fruitful. This is where all these kind of things, I shut this down because I don't want to have things hanging out. All my information here, God forbid, right? Not that it's got so much excitement in there, but the point is, you should really be paying attention to what XRP is doing and what it's going to do. A lot of people out there are very nervous, even friends. I still have friends that said they bought it at $3 and they were worried about they bought it at $3 and it went down to $2.20 and I lost all this money. I go, what'd you lose?
Did they buy any more?
They didn't buy any more.
See, that's the thing that gets me.
I know.
How is it that it was okay for you to buy it at $3? When it goes down to $2.20, you didn't add, even if you added a small portion.
Even if you added $100.
Anything. Why would you not add to it when it was on sale?
People like to buy when it's hot and it's going up, right?
We always talk about chasing the blue candles. That's what we talk about.
Chasing the blue candles, the green candles.
I'm sorry, the green candles. I'm sorry, my phone was just ringing here.
So here's what you need to make sure I understand. I understand, you understand, we understand. Right now it's low. It's making its climb up. Are you going to buy when it's at the top? Are you going to buy when it's back to where it was? Or are you going to buy now? Tell us what you're thinking. What would you do? Do you like to buy?
Dave and I both bought some this past week.
I've been buying every week for the last 2 months while it's been down. Again, I'm not unloading my whole bank account, but I'm buying little bits and pieces of it because I want to be in the green side longer than I'm on the red side. When it goes down, I'm okay because I know what I have in front of me. And more important than that, let's talk about the ETFs. So the ETFs are all supposed to be opening up with XRP, the spot ETFs, in a couple of days, November 13th, everybody. Do you know what that means for you or XRP? Do you understand what kind of things?
If it happens, it might not happen, but if it does happen, there's going to be a lot of volume going through XRP in the coming weeks and months.
There's not only a lot of volume going in and out of XRP, but I think what's going to happen is it's finally going to hit the stage. It's like it's hitting Broadway. It's hitting stage, right? It's coming to Broadway, and everybody's in line for this show, but it keeps getting canceled. The show keeps getting canceled, but you've got the tickets. Oh my God, I got canceled again.
Yeah, that's well said.
Right? Yep. And now the show's coming, and you're in line, and you can see the show. You're close to the front, and you just can't wait for the doors to open.
Well, that's exactly what Brad Garlinghouse was talking about too this week.
Is that right?
Brad's been talking. I mean, Brad's pretty forward-facing on some of this stuff.
He's very forward-facing, and he's very straightforward. He lets you know what's happening. I love what Brad, when he can say things, he tells us, because he's the most excited person about it. And he wants you to be excited about it because he is so convicted about XRP and Ripple and what Ripple has been doing over the last year, over the last 6 months, over the last 2 months, over the last 30 days. They are looking to be an understated powerhouse in the industry, but in being the powerhouse they're going to be, they have to make sure they have a collective unit of entities to make it stronger.
I also heard this week Chris Larson, who was one of the founders of Ripple, is a very large XRP holder. He just made the Forbes top 200 wealthiest people in the world. So
I don't know what XRP you have to have for that, but that's pretty amazing.
It's amazing, but I mean, just think. I mean, he's going to be dragging a lot of people up with him as it goes.
He is going to drag a lot of people up.
XRP goes. Can you imagine Chris Larson right now? We just said he's the top 200. Imagine a year from now we say, oh yeah, he's the top 5.
I am
top 10.
I'm beside myself about it, honestly. What's happening in the community of XRP and the people that are involved. And just, again, going back to Uphold for a split second and listening to the young lady, Nancy Beaton. If you don't know who Nancy Beaton is with Uphold, do some research on her. But Chris Larson, Brad Garlinghouse, how about Larry Fink? How about Larry Fink and Brad Garlinghouse playing in the sandbox together? How about this? What's the first spot ETF is going to be with? Which company was it you mentioned before?
Canary Capital.
Canary Capital.
That's what they're talking.
Could be the first XRP spot ETF. Who is Canary Capital? Do a little research on who is Canary Capital. Go to Google and find out what their involvement is. What about, we talked about last week, a couple of companies who just put in $500 million into Ripple. Giving Ripple a $40 billion evaluation.
Market cap.
This is not all happening by accident, everybody. You understand that there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes that sometimes we don't understand. You don't understand, but you got to know that something's happening. They know it's happening.
100%.
100%. They can't tell us.
100%. And
they let us know, though.
I mean, it's just to think that some guy, a founder of, XRP at Ripple, is now a top 200 wealthiest person in the world. Imagine how many of us are all going to be going in that same, well, I'm not saying in that place. I'm going to
mention a few heads that watch and listen to us that probably know who they are. I'll mention Seth, and I'll mention Chris, and I'll mention Frank. There'll be people now that have been learning about crypto. We'll just keep it like that. And we'll talk about all the people from all over the world that will watch us here every week, who join us from South Africa, the United Kingdom, and Belarus, and from Australia, and from Texas, and from California, and guys who are traveling in their campers, watching and listening to our show while they're traveling across the country. These are the people who are invested, convicted. And you out there who's watching and listening, maybe you're on Facebook, maybe you're on Rumble, maybe you're on Instagram, maybe you're on Facebook, maybe you're on YouTube. I repeated myself. I'm sorry.
Not Instagram today because
Not
your
Instagram today.
thing doesn't work.
Yeah, the Instagram feed just went down. But I can see that we are getting a lot of activity over here on the social media platforms. And if you're out there listening, you want to say hello, please, by all means do. It is Monday night. It's just about 6 o'clock. And we've been here for about 30 minutes. Hopefully you're listening, learning, and enjoying this show. It's funny. Something's going on over here with I'm not getting any feedback for some reason. Something's going on. If we're not responding to you, I apologize if something's going on, technical difficulty here. But hopefully you're enjoying the show. And we'll get back to you if we miss your questions and stuff.
That's good. You still haven't told these people how you're going to get them on. Remember, they're supposed to get back in touch with you.
So if you're out there and you'd like to join us in the show, wherever in the world you are, we would love to bring you on. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to send an email to me. It's david.lemel, Lemel, @gmail.com. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a link and allow you to come on the show with us live, visually, in person, if you're comfortable, want to talk about what
XRP
questions you might have, XRP, what's happening in the world of digital assets.
That'd be fun.
We'd love to have you a part of the show, so please do not hesitate to be a part of the show and
different.
ask questions. It'll be a lot of fun together.
Sounds good.
All right, everybody, have a wonderful night. Happy Monday, everybody. We will see you on Friday. And on Friday, we might have some powerful things going on.
From your lips to God's ears.
Amen.
I hope that's
hallelujah.
true.
Amen.
Perfect.
Have a wonderful night, everybody. Thank you so much
Thank
for joining,
you.
and we'll talk with you. Look at it jumping all over the place. Remember, if you want to come on the show, send me an email, david.lemel, Lemel, @gmail.com. In the subject, please put in there, want to be on the podcast. I want to come on the podcast live, and I'll send you a link. So next Friday, you can join us here live on the Intro to Crypto podcast. We'll have some fun together.
Sounds good. Very good. Great, Dave.
Talk to you guys soon. Have a great night.